Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Breathe Motivations podcast. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Anthony Hester. I'm the founder of Breathe Motivation, and I want to thank you all for being so very supportive of this podcast. And today, we're actually going to get into the principles of Breathe Motivation, and that first one starts with B, because obviously there's an acronym of Breathe. So we're going to go start with the first B, and that is to be bold. And that, by definition, is showing an ability to take risks, confident and courageous. So a lot of times in life, you really look at your life and, you look back and you're like, man, am I really enjoying my parts of life? Am I happy with what I'm doing? You ask yourself all these kind of questions, and you kind of get scared to step up and get out of your comfort zone. And the biggest key is to, one, be bold. You've got to be able to have a confidence within yourself and be courageous and run away from fear. Fear and pain are only temporary until you get that out of your mindset. In order to take the next step, you've got to take a step forward. And you've got to be able to transform your life. And the only way to do that is to do something different. If you want something different, you have to do something different. It's really an amazing idea behind that, and you've got to trust yourself enough that you have the ability and capability to do anything you want. Do you believe that? I hope you do, and I know you do. And that's the most important thing to know, is that you have the ability to go out there and do anything that you want, no matter what. And you've got to believe within yourself and trust yourself to take that first step. And man, I know that first step's hard. And that belief and that confidence and that courageousness, oh man, it's hard to come by sometimes. But I know deep down inside, everybody has that innate ability to go out and get what they want. It's just a matter of making a choice to do it. And I know you can do it. And that's why we're here, is to help you along that way with Breathe Motivation. To just be here to root you on, be your fan, help you be successful in whatever you want. And that's why I started this. So with that, I tell you, you've got to get up and you've got to change your actions. So if you look in the mirror and you tell yourself, I am powerful, I'm important, you've got to tell yourself that every day. Those are what we call affirmations. So anything with I am are what we call affirmations. I tell myself that every day as I get into the car, going to work, or I'm at home. I am important. I am powerful. I'm positive. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm ready for new things. Your mind starts to believe these things. One day at a time, you continue to tell yourself these things. And guess what? You're going to believe them. And you're going to take action. And you are going to believe in the success of you. And that's what it's all about. Finding that belief and finding that purpose that you have in your day-to-day life. To get out there and do something bold. Be what you want to be. I always look back, and sometimes, in my earlier life, I used to really blame other people for not being able to get things done. When I played football, I wasn't the best. My junior year, I almost quit football because, I wasn't playing. I wasn't getting out there. And, obviously there were some players that were ahead of me that were good. But I felt like I was better and I could be on the field, and I wasn't being utilized. So, after that year, I kind of questioned myself and say, hey, do I really want to do this? And why do I want to do this? And, the day after my junior season, and I decided and I committed to go out there and do that, to go out and be the best I could. So the very first day, I remember, as one of my buddies, he was a receiver, Tyler Hausman. We went out and we committed. He was the same way. We both wanted to get on the field, and what could we do to get on the field? And there was a mountain behind our high school, and we decided, hey, you know what? First day after the season, everybody's going to take that time off, and we're going to go run that mountain every day. So that's what we did. The first couple of days were tough. We'd barely get up, not even a quarter of the way up there, and we're trying to jog it, and we're dying, but we're like, hey, we got to take it one day at a time. One day at a time. We've got to take steps. And eventually we're going to be able to get up there without, really having trouble getting up there and having so much time, hard trouble breathing. And that was part of it. And each day we got out there, we committed to each other and we committed to ourselves that we were going to be better and we were going to get on the field. And, as we went, a week went by, we were able to get up a quarter of the way, a couple more weeks went by, went halfway without stopping, without walking. And, after, a couple months, we were, up there running, getting powerful, our legs were going, our breathing was awesome. And, getting to that summit of that mountain was really a great experience. It was truly breathtaking. We were seeing all the scenery of our high school and the houses around and the wind blowing in your face and just really feeling that accomplishment, feeling that relaxation that, man, we are going to be successful. And hard work is what it's going to take. And that's what we did. We decided to do something different. And, senior year came around. Our high school won the state championship. I was a starter on defense. And, my first week I didn't get to start. But that second week, I really proved in that first game that I'm meant to be on the field, and gosh darn, I'm going to be on the field. So that's what we did. I got bold. I was bold. I decided to commit to being successful and getting on the field no matter what. And that's what you got to do in life is each day you got to take a different step outside of your comfort zone and write your goals down. Tell people about your goals. I used to tell people all the time, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm going to be a starter on this field. Or, hey, someday, I'm going to change people's lives. And people are like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy, right? But at the end of the day, we're not crazy. We're people that are going to change the world. And it takes one person to change a world, to change people's mindsets, to create positivity in people's lives. There's nothing greater than seeing that light bulb go on when you teach somebody something and they figure it out. How great is that? And that's part of life. And that's the excitement of life, is to see people find that themselves and help to change other people as well. Help other people see the greatness in themselves, see that positivity in themselves. If we're able to just make one change, if you're able to help one person, and that person helps somebody, and that person helps somebody, we're going to compound this world into positivity, and man, isn't that a great sight. So you've got to stop asking yourself if you can do something and go out and do it, because I know you can go out and do it. And that's what we've got to do. You got to focus on your goal, tell others your goals, and put it into action. And it's all going to come down to a belief in yourself. And like I said, it's going to come down to you telling yourself, hey, I'm powerful. I'm strong. I'm happy. I am courageous. I am bold. I am confident. I am a winner. I'm amazing. I'm going to be successful, or I am successful. So it is, I am successful. Not going to be, or I want to be successful. I am successful. I believe in myself. I am happy. You feel the difference? Because what you believe and what you say is what your life will be. So when it comes down to circumstances, circumstances have nothing to do with your future. The only thing that'll hold you back is going to be you. And you've got to be able to know that you're going to have some setback days. And when you have those days, it's okay. Don't worry. Just get on up. Les Brown says, if you fall down, make sure to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. And that's one of my favorite quotes. And I love to hear that, because it's so true. If you can look up, you can get up. And you can do anything your mind wants to do. And whatever you put into your mind, you will accomplish. And you got to go out and do it. So going into the next episode, we will be talking about principle number 2, which is rule your world. And that's really creating the world that you want to live in, not somebody else's world. So we'll go into that tomorrow. As always, please, we love to hear from you. So you can reach out to me on Anthony Hester at breathemotivation.com. We've got our website, Breathe Motivation. Go like our page on Facebook, Breathe Motivation as well, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We also have a YouTube channel as well at Breathe Motivation as well, which will have these podcasts on there. So if you can't get to them through Google or iTunes, you can hear it on there too, on YouTube. So go subscribe, go like our stuff. Please comment, give us some feedback. What do you want to hear on this show? And like I always say, remember to breathe motivation and exhale success. Let's go out there. Let's get out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.